What's up everybody, and welcome back to another video. In today's video we'll be talking about the interview Keemstar did with Leafy. I'll be giving my thoughts on it and going over it. So one of the big things we got from the interview is what Leafy has been doing from his time off from YouTube. And this is what he said.
I haven't really been doing much, to be honest. I've been getting into stocks a bit. I set up an IRA, some bonds, pretty much that.
So you're like a 50-year-old man.
Yeah, pretty much.
I found it interesting that he wasn't doing much instead of putting his money into stocks and investing. But we all knew that he was also gaming from time to time. And I would find it enjoyable if Leafy actually decides to upload some of his gameplay to his channel. Another thing we got from the interview is if he'll return to YouTube. His response was that he's been thinking about it, but at the moment it's undecided. Around the end of the interview, Leafy makes a tease that he might be coming back to the platform in the future.
Since this is the last time I guess you'll be talking to YouTube ever, is there anything
Say ever, but for the time being.
For the time being ever.
So yeah, I just wanted to say thank you, and maybe I'll come back, but I don't know, the landscape does not like edgy content, and I think that if I had to bet right now, as time goes on, it's going to keep shifting towards more safe content creators. I think that in a couple of years, we'll see nothing but the Steven, what's his last name? The talk show guy, Steven
Colbert.
We'll see nothing but that. Jimmy Kimmel, I mean, the platform seems like it's been catering towards them, so yeah.
Speaking about Leafy uploading again on YouTube, he mentioned that he was making a goodbye video but never got to finish it because he felt it wasn't really necessary. But he also brought this up during a live stream he did Thursday night.
Well, I mean, absolutely. I have a video still saved on one of my old laptops where I was just gonna, it was like a formal goodbye video and whatnot, but I just got halfway through it, and as I said, it was just more and more bullshit on top of the YouTube.
Thoughts on the Leafy interview? I thought it was good. Like, a lot of people wanted him to come back, but I don't think, it's in him anymore. I don't think it's in YouTube anymore to have him back, right? Like, he kind of said that he, tried to stick around. He tried to make, a I'm going video and everything. It just never felt right. He, said he had a video halfway done on his laptop and then gave up. Even throughout this interview, I was talking to him and he was like, it's like, I don't even know what to say. What if I say something and then boom, I decide to come back in a month or I decide to come back. He was like, I don't even know if I'm gone, but he's like, I think I'm gone.
Throughout the entire interview, Leafy brought up that YouTube is leaning towards family-friendly content and that is more focused on the trending page. For me and a lot of other creators that don't really do family-friendly content, we notice that the friendly channels are rewarded by being promoted by YouTube and easily gain more views. And this has been going on since the beginning of 2017 when YouTube put out stricter guidelines against harsher channels that pick apart people. Around the beginning of 2017, they put new guidelines in limiting the content that we make, basically saying that you can't really bully people on the platform. So that kind of shut down and limited commentary channels. My favorite part about the interview is when it was ending, Keemstar mentioned his tweet about him saying, I care more about your entertainment than me, when he was answering to people asking him on why he would interview Leafy after he backstabbed him, and his answer was, Leafy was my friend and I miss my friend. And that was a pretty powerful statement. That made a lot of people very emotional, including myself. Like, I didn't cry, I didn't shed a tear, but that made me have a warm smile and made my body feel. I felt happy for him to say that. Not only that, Leafy was very mature while talking to Keemstar. During one part of the interview, Keemstar was asking Leafy a question, and Leafy interrupted him by adding a comment, but tells Keem to continue his question and says sorry. And I felt like that like the old, like when you watch Leafy when he was on the platform a year to 2 years ago, you wouldn't really expect him like to be that polite. So that's pretty that actually that kind of surprised me that Leafy was has changed a bit. Like, another one was when Keem told Leafy that he passed him in subs. Leafy wasn't nasty about it. He was actually a kind person and complimented him on surpassing him in subs. And that also shows, that basically shows that like people can change. And I saw this in like some of the Twitter comments before the interview. Some people were like, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? And then a few people were like, people can change. So, and that put a thought in my head, like, yeah, he may actually be a lot kinder than he was to Keem back in 2016, 2017, whenever it happened. So over the time he's been off YouTube, I feel like he's matured and has evolved as a human being. Some things I wish Keem would have asked Leafy about were his Twitter, if he can still be able to access it, and what was going on through his head when his basically his private information was leaked and some photos were leaked. That would have been interesting to see what went through his head, because I believe that stuff also kind of caused him to leave YouTube as well. Not just him being burned out. I think also his private information stuff being leaked. I'm pretty sure that also was a factor in him not returning to YouTube or the internet in general. And yeah, that's it for today's video. So in conclusion, the interview was nice, and I feel that Leafy did well on answering the questions. He wasn't hesitant. He knew what to say right when the question was asked, and I give him a lot of credit for that. I also give Leafy a lot of credit for telling Keem that he wanted this interview to happen, because I wasn't expecting Leafy to agree for an interview after all what happened to him in the past year. I also give Drama and Keemstar a big round of applause for reaching out to Leafy to get some answers for us, and for Barry letting Keem to get in contact with him. So anyways, that's basically it for today's video. If you would like to share your thoughts about the interview with me, I'll be interested to see what you have to say. But anyways, that's it for today's video, and see you guys next time. Bye.